I want to bring up some of the past. Okay. Now, if you don't know, I used to react to a lot of game trailers. One of the game trailers I looked at back then is called Son of THANJAI. It's an Indian indie game. Okay. And they released an announcement trailer. And let's just say I was critical towards it. Okay. I was just saying, hey, you are like promising a lot of things. I don't know if you're gonna deliver. You know? You can see the trailer is about 2 minutes. This video is about 4.5 minutes. That means for 2 minutes, I yap about how much I don't like it. Okay. And I did get one comment that said, this is just the announcement teaser. Wait for the gameplay. I didn't like it. Okay. And this guy didn't like the fact that I didn't like it. And then recently I got a comment from someone saying, hey, there's a new trailer. And they were like, chill, you know, bro, there's a new trailer. I was like, you know what? They were nice about it. Let's take a look. If I have changed my mind, if I like this now, do I need to make an apology video? Son of THANJAI Gameplay Reveal. 3, 2, 1, go. I like the fact that they're using native language. Although I don't understand it, but it's just the thing. I prefer to consume media in the original language because I feel like when you translate it into a different languages, it just loses something. I don't know how to explain it. It just loses some essence, you know. I don't know if that works out. Looks good so far. I like the cutscene. Mix of work in progress gameplay and in-game cinematics. Okay. Interesting. You see the subtitles, by the way? Oh shit! I think I'm covering them. I like the sound design. I like the background, like vocal melodies. Interesting. I built up so far. I haven't seen any actual gameplay. The thing, the reason I'm so skeptical about indie game studios making like Unreal Engine photorealistic games is that I have been burnt before. I've seen a lot of studios release announcement trailers, announcement teasers, release cinematics, but the actual game never comes out, or the game comes out and it's not like nearly close to what they promised. Okay, that is why I'm skeptical. But if it's good, it's good. So far, the cinematics look good. In this, I like the narration. I like the use of native language. I don't mind reading subtitles. It's fine. I watched anime. Okay. And my environment looks a lot more rich, a lot more full, because that was one of the complaints I had in the first one. I was like, a lot of the environment just looks very empty. Like even now, I would prefer more crowds here, more people here. But it's like so much better already. I cannot tell which part is gameplay, which part is cinematic. It's an Assassin's Creed game, yeah. Very like Assassin's Creed inspired, has Has a lot of like Hitman-esque mechanics, has a lot of 007-esque mechanics. Looks pretty, I mean, that's not bad. A lot of games share mechanics. It's just a matter of how well did they execute it. I don't like how this trailer is edited. Can I say that? I'm not saying this game is bad. I don't like how it's edited. I cannot tell the difference between which, like, I cannot tell how good the gameplay is, because it is edited in a way where it is not. It almost feels like part of cinematic. For example, God of War did the Laufey gameplay trailer. It's just straight up gameplay. Like there is like it just shows you linearly how the game starts. If cinematics happen when they happen, it's very evident what part is gameplay, what part is cinematic. But in this, they have taken one cutscene and they are like chopping it up, adding in more cutscenes, more gameplay. I cannot differentiate properly. You know, the portion where they show gameplay is very short, and before I can tell if it's good or not, it switches to a different scene. Okay.
குடிச்சு சுருள்வாள் தாகம் தீந்து 1000 தலை வாங்கி மகுடம் சூடி எல்லாம் முடிச்சு நீ அரியணை ஏறும்போது என்ன மிஞ்சோ ராசா?
They're adding superpowers. Okay. Okay. What is a little goofy? Yeah. Okay, I will say, let me start with the positives. Okay, let me start with the positives. It looks a lot better than the announcement teaser. Let's just say that. Okay, it looks a lot better than the announcement teaser. I like how many changes they have made. The cutscenes look clean. The cinematics look clean. The dialogue, narration, those look clean. The facial expressions are tough to get unless you like hand animate everything. If it's tough to get it right, it's fine. I don't mind those. Let's see. The thing is, I like this line of sight thing. The mechanic. The character designs are good. But the thing is, this is not a gameplay trailer. It is what it is. It is a game trailer. It's not a gameplay trailer. You know what I mean? I would say like 50 to 60% of this is cutscenes and cinematics. You cannot call this a gameplay trailer because I cannot. You are not letting me look at the gameplay. The little bit of gameplay I do see, it does look a little clunky. Yeah, it looks a little clunky. The only thing I've seen the character do. The only thing I've seen the character do is kind of just slice enemies, and the show off abilities. Like for example, this scene, right? See, the enemies are not doing anything. They're just standing around waiting for the main character to slice them. I would be interested in like how does the enemy AI behave? You know, how is, like for example, still okay. See, this is a complaint I had in the first one, right? The environment looks so empty. Like I don't know, add a bullock cart, add some animals. You don't need to interact with them, right? Make them uninteractable, but just just a lot of the frame just looks empty, I feel.
ஒரு அரியாசனம் காத்திருக்கிறது.
Yeah, see, he's just slicing them, but there is no like interaction with the enemy.
ஒரு ராணி
Yeah, this the fluid simulation. You can tell there's an indie game, you know. Repetitive, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're just showing off some mechanics of the main character, but I don't really see any of the gameplay. I cannot see any major gameplay in the gameplay trailer, which is a problem. If it's a gameplay trailer, I should be able to see the gameplay. You know, for example, Laufe is right here. You say gameplay reveal. If you look at this, before I start, let me preface this by saying I'm not saying this has to be of the same quality. This has to have the same amount of visual fidelity. I'm not saying any of that. Okay, I'm saying the way of presenting gameplay. If you look at God of War Laufe, this is 23 minutes of someone just sitting down and playing the game. It's just legit 23 minutes of gameplay, right? There is no editing, there is nothing. It's legit, just gameplay. That is the game. This is how the game starts. You're playing the game. No? This is just someone screen recording. This is someone just screen recording their entire gameplay for 20 minutes. That's all they did. I feel like that is more in line with gameplay. Even the Wolverine trailer, there's the same thing. It's legit just gameplay. Just gameplay for 6 to 7 minutes. Intentional. 20 minutes. That's just it. I cannot tell where the gameplay in this is. My game should do this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're calling it a gameplay reveal, I should be able to see the gameplay. You cannot say it's a mix of cinematics and gameplay and then you edit around it and not show me the gameplay. I want to see the gameplay. If it's bad, show me the bad gameplay. That'll at least tell me you are aware of where you are and you are working on making progress around it, right? This just feels like trying to hide your homework type situation. Overall, looks better than the first trailer, but I don't like the fact that they don't show any major gameplay elements. Just an edited trailer. Don't call it a gameplay trailer, just call it a reveal trailer maybe. I don't know. Remove the gameplay here because more than half of the trailer is just cinematics. I like the narration. I like the style. I like the thematic accuracy. Accuracy as in they have a theme they're sticking to, which I appreciate. It's fine. That's what you're going for. That's what you're going for. But that doesn't mean you have you don't deliver a good game. You know, or it had a good theme. The game was made, but it had a good theme. No one ever said that. You know, no one who sits down to play a game says, "Oh, theme was nice, but the game was made, but the theme was so good." That's not what makes people play the game. Even if the game looks shit, even if the theme is shit, if the gameplay is satisfying, people will play a game. For example, if you look at Binding of Isaac, if you look at this game, it's called Binding of Isaac. Okay, the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, overwhelmingly positive, more than 150,000 reviews. Right? If you look at the game, basic ass pixel game. Basic ass pixel game. What does that tell you? Game has to be satisfying, right? Your game looks good. Your game has a good theme. But if it doesn't feel satisfying gameplay wise, then it's rough. It's not going to survive in the market. More than 50 games are released on Steam every single day. And if you want to stand out in that, you have to have satisfying gameplay, dude. That is the pillar you want to stand on, I think.